my friend Selena suggested I try this Disneyland Paris tag since I've just come back, well, a few weeks ago now, came back from Disneyland in Paris. So I thought, sounds like fun, since I have actually been to Disneyland 3 times. So here we go. When was your first trip and how many times have you been? My first trip was when I was 16 with the school. It was a part of our end of year thing. So whilst most years went to like Bournemouth or somewhere, we went down to Disneyland instead, which was a bit different. And that was just for the day. And then I went back in 2012 with my friends to celebrate Sel's birthday, and that was just for the day. And the trip I've just come back from this year was for just for a week, because it's cheap in January. It's cold, but it's still cheap. So that's 3 times in all. What Disneyland hotels have you stayed in, and which would you like to stay in? Well, I've actually only stayed at the resort, on the Disneyland hotels once, and that was this year when we went to the Sequoia Lodge. We stayed in the Sequoia Lodge. And yeah, that's the only one I've stayed in. That was really cool, the whole log cabin thing, very much sort of in the woods. With the sort of Bambi, Chip and Dale theme sort of thing, which was really nice. We did actually get to see some of the other hotels, so like the New York one, the Newport Bay, and the Disneyland Resort. If I had to pick which one I'd love to stay in, even though it's extortionately expensive, I'd love to see what the rooms are like in the Disneyland Hotel, like the main Disneyland one that's right at the entrance of the park. I mean, yeah, it's really fancy, and you kind of feel like riffraff walking through the door, but I would really love to see what it would be like staying there. I mean, the bar itself is really cool. But yeah, so that one. What was your favourite restaurant? We didn't really eat well, no, we did. But I'm not a huge foodie person, especially when I go away, when I go abroad. So I don't know which one would be the best based on the food, since it's amazing I even eat at all. However, for atmosphere, I'd probably say the Blue Lagoon. I've only actually eaten there once, which was when we went in 2012. It was the only place we really ate a proper meal. And I remember it's right by the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, so you get to watch all the people go by. But it's also like very sort of, as I say, Pirates of the Caribbean themed restaurant as well. And it's sort of very sort of darkly lit, but it's very atmospheric. So that's really cool, and I do remember liking the food when we were there. So yeah, probably that one. You'd like to eat in but haven't. We did actually this year eat in a lot of the restaurants. Not all of them obviously, but we did eat in quite a few. However, of the ones we didn't eat in, one that I would like to, I suppose, Hakuna Matata, because we meant to. We did actually try to eat in that one. But we tried twice, and neither time they were open. We seemed to always catch them when they were closed for some reason. And I swear we did try and eat there twice, but yeah, we never managed to. So I would have liked to have eaten there, just so I could have seen the atmosphere, what it would have been like, and also, as I say, because we tried and never did. Favourite quick service or fast food place? Yay, lots and lots of food questions for someone who doesn't eat a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember what fast food places we stayed in, or what counts as the fast food or quick service places. We did try the little Pinocchio one, which I guess was alright. Again, I just had chicken nuggets there. I don't know, if the Agrabah Cafe counts, I'm just going to say that, because that was a buffet place. And that was really nice. I did like that. The food was actually, I like buffets because then I can eat as little as or as less as most as I like. And yeah, the whole sort of Agrabah Arabian theme thing was really cool. So yeah, that one. What was your favourite shop? Probably the World of Disney. That's the one outside in the Disney Village area. Probably because I like it's all sort of circular, and you've got the chairs in the middle, and it's got the statues of Mickey and Minnie outside, and I probably, out of all of the shops, spent the most money in there each time I've gone. I even bought a little zero here in that shop. So yeah, that one. Your favourite season or event? I've never been doing a season or an event, so I can't really say. To say what I would like to see, I suppose Halloween. I'd love to go doing Halloween. I know that Cell went doing Halloween and it looked really cool. You got to see, and they had Jack Skellington there as well, and all the sort of pumpkin themes and everything. I would love to see that. Christmas, I'd also like to see. I'd imagine that'd be amazing, especially if it actually snowed. Not that I know if it ever has or does, but no. But I'd probably say Halloween probably more. I don't know what other events they have, to be honest, so Halloween. Disneyland Paris or Walt Disney Studios? Disneyland Paris, probably. If nothing else, it has more in it than that interests me than Walt Disney Studios. Even though I love the look of the old film, the old classic days of cinema feel to it. The golden age, that's it, golden age of cinema feel to it. The Disneyland Paris, every time you go there, no matter how many times you go there, just walking up Main Street with the castle in the distance, and the fact that no matter what part of the park you go to, you can always see like the castle in the distance. It's just always there. I think just for those type of, it's just so magical. But it is. It's just it's just a delight to walk down Main Street. As much as I do also enjoy the Walt Disney Studios, I'd probably go for the Disneyland Paris, I think. Favourite ride in each park? In the main park, I would say Pirates of the Caribbean, because that's the one I enjoy going on the most. And we went on about 3 times in my last trip, and in 2012 we went on it as well. And it's just a nice little riverboat ride. It's got its few little bits that are like and up and stuff like that. But it's also just a nice little boat ride around with all the pirates everywhere, and then when you go down and they all turn into like skeletons and stuff, it's just really atmospheric and it's just so enjoyable. So yeah, that one. And in the Walt Disney Studios, I only went on 2 rides in the Walt Disney Studios. I didn't really, it didn't have a lot of rides. I want to say Ratatouille for it's really cool the way it's done, the 4D simulator ride. But it also made me queasy, and I wanted to get off of it because I did not feel well on that ride, which was a shame because it was a really cool ride. And the only other one I went on was the Rockin' Roller Coaster. So, and that one didn't actually that one scared me because roller coasters terrify me, and I'm not a roller coaster fan. I really am not. But because I at least went off that one smiling and not wanting to get off it and be sick, I'd probably say Rockin' Roller Coaster. Your favourite land in Disneyland Park? Well, that would be Discoveryland, I think. Partly because of the look. It's got a very sort of what the past thinks of the future sort of look. It's got also, in some elements, it's steampunky with the Nautilus in the water and a big sort of airship sort of thing in the middle of coming out of one of the buildings. It's got a very I love the sci-fi look, but of the sort of 50s sci-fi look, as well as the steampunk. It all works so well together. Ride-wise, it does have Buzz Lightyear, which I like, and the little what was it called, Autopia, with the little cars. That was also fun to ride around. And yeah, I just for the look of it, but even Space Mountain was fun I did actually enjoy, even if I never went on it again because I'm not a big roller coaster. But the ride itself looks really cool. So yeah, Discoveryland definitely. Your favourite character meet? Well, we only actually met 2 characters, and I never met any characters any other time I went because there weren't any, weirdly. But this time there were quite a lot out. But they all had kind of queues and we never bothered queuing up. So I'd probably say, in that case, Goofy, because I actually got to meet Goofy pretty quickly because I was just waiting around for my friends to get off a ride and he just started a queue. He was just talking to a gathering. He was just with a gathering. And then they set up a queue and I made sure I sort of got in quite quickly. So that was just really cool. So yeah, Goofy. Your best character in meet and greet. Didn't do any of the meet and greets. As I say, we only met Goofy and Timon throughout the entire trip, and not on any of my other trips did I do a meet and greet. So yeah, I can't really do that, can I? Your happiest or best Disneyland memory? Just going to Disneyland in general, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've always enjoyed going to Disney. I mean, the first time I went, it was just that thrill of being at Disney, you know, watching the Disney films growing up and always hearing about Disneyland and always wanting to go there. That was just that joy of finally actually getting to go there, which was in itself amazing. My second time I went in 2012, again, it was actually getting to experience it with friends. Instead of, yeah, I hung around with one friend when I was 16, which was a bit of a bust in some ways. But this time I had a group of friends, and we had a lot more fun. We did a lot more. We crammed a lot in, which was sort of a good thing and a bad thing. It was amazing how much we crammed in, but we didn't get to take it at a very nice leisurely pace. So then when we went for a week, from Monday to a Friday, we got to go on rides more than once. There wasn't, because it was out of season, there wasn't any queues really, and it was just a much more relaxed time. But I think some of my best memories is like trying the roller coasters for the first time. So going on the Indiana Jones ride and be like, yes, I've actually been on the roller coasters. Knowing that I tried all of the ones that were even open. And yeah, just being at Disney in itself is happy and awesome. And going around all the hotels and trying out a different drink in the bar, and things like that. It's, yeah, that's a happy for me, and that's my best time at Disney. Really, is just being at Disney. So yeah, and that's it. That's all of them. So the only person I have to tag in return is Sel, because I know she's been wanting to do this, and hopefully now she actually will. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Aren't you, Baymax? Yes, you are.